Hey, hey, my friends. Happy Wednesday and day 3 of our 10 days of Facebook Lives to celebrate the new uh, mini catalog that's coming out next week. So excited. You guys that had ordered one should be getting them in your mailbox shortly. Hopefully before the 5th. We never know with the mail these days, but hopefully you'll be having those soon. But if not, you can always view them online as well. And of course, will be sharing parts of that book with you for the next, well, now we're down to 7 days. So it'll be super fun to kind of see what's your favorites too. So today we're on day 3. So the first day I shared the snail mail suite, which was my favorite suite in the catalog. Day 2, I featured Sand and Sea, which is a very, very, very close second favorite. And I have a feeling you'll probably see a lot more of that one from me. And then today was really tricky because the suite I was originally going to show you, I realized I'm missing part of it. And it's actually on a status where it could go into back order in the beginning because it's been super, super popular. So while I love that suite, I decided not to focus on it right now because I don't want to disappoint any of you if you try and order it right away. But it was the Fine Art Floral suite and it's beautiful. I need to get there was parts of it that I didn't have either. So I didn't want to show you it where I didn't have the whole suite because the part that I'm missing is actually a really important part. So I'm going to show you a different suite. And there's actually a couple of others that I don't know, I can't choose. So number 3 is very difficult for me to choose. So I ended up going with one that I think you guys will love, and it's really practical because it's something we always have a hard time with, I think, as crafters, is doing some mail themed cards. So that's what I picked. But let me think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there's 8 suites in this new catalog. So there's a ton of inspiration. So let's go ahead and switch this around and I'll show you what our suite is. So hold on one second. Carrie, do you mean show you the one that I was going to show you or show you the one I'm showing you today? I can show you a sneak peek of the other one maybe too. I just have to find where my stuff is. I'll show you the paper. It's right behind me. So at the end, I will show you the Fine Art Floral, which if you like, you'll want to order ASAP because I have a feeling it may go into back order status pretty quickly. So let's go ahead and show you the one I decided to show you today. There's so many options. Like, I love them all. I really, like, in all honesty, love the entire suite of products that we have this year for the mini catalog. It is so pretty. So this is the I think it's called Well Suited. And you can see it's very much a masculine themed design. So you've got, but what I love about it is you can also use it for other things too. So the patterns are not so masculine that you can't use it for other things. Like, it doesn't have like bow ties and ties and things. Not that you couldn't use that for girls too, but it's very generic in that it's just kind of darker colors, but it's going to be very versatile for a variety of projects. So I'm just showing you, again, it's 12 sheets to each of the double-sided paper. Isn't that pretty? That's kind of like a floral, so you could totally use that for non-guy things. This is the back side, which I also used on my card. That's why I only have a little tiny piece of that one left. And then that's the last pattern here, which is this one. I love this paisley too. That is so pretty. So I just love the patterns in this paper. It's really, really versatile for sure. Like, there's so many things you can do with it. I see scrapbooking in this. I see, of course, masculine cards. I see feminine cards. I see everything in here. So these are going to be really, really good. So, yeah, they're back ordered. Not back ordered yet. Nothing's back ordered yet, but we got notice earlier this week that, I'm just going to pull this up on my computer while I'm talking to you guys. We got notice earlier this week that some of the products is selling faster than they forecasted. So it has the potential to go into back order. So and actually some of the stuff in this Well Suited suite that I'm showing you is also the case, but it's not the whole thing. I think it's just the stamp set. So if any of this stuff looks interesting to you, definitely order it right at the beginning of the catalog so you can get it right away. And if you really are worried, you can always get the starter kit now, and then you can add this stuff to your starter kit right now. So, of course, starting with Celebration, you'll be able to get 5 extra packs of DSP as part of the starter kit, so you may want to wait till the 5th to do that. In case you don't know what I'm talking about, the starter kit is how you become a demonstrator, and while you can become one, you don't have to do events and classes and videos and things. You can just totally do it for the discount, and you get to pick $125 worth of product of your choice, and then you pay $99 plus tax. And like I said, if you join January 5th or anytime during Celebration, which is January and February, you'll get the $125 worth of product of your choice plus 5 6x6 stacks of paper in the in color, the 2020-2022 in color collection, and then the brights, regals, neutrals, and subtles. So you get 6 full packages. So it's a ton of paper in addition to your the stuff you select for your kit. All right, so these are the color combos, or the color combo for the male suite. So this is Poppy Parade, Pacific Point, Night of Navy, Basic Gray, and Basic Black. So it's kind of a fun color collection. So that's that part. Also in this suite, it's a smaller suite, so you get the paper. This is the embellishment, so it's another ribbon combo pack. It's the Basic Gray and the Night of Navy. There is the stamp set, which is called Handsomely Suited. Super cute. Got the ties and the bow ties, and then a bunch of good greetings too. So it's got birthday, it's got thank you, it's got kind of a generic you're the best, and then a couple of Father's Day options. One for Father's Day and one for Dad, if you like that way too. And actually, it says it to one of the world's greatest dads. So you could totally do that on the front of a card and put a birthday inside too. So that's not necessarily just for Father's Day. And then I think the piece de resistance for this suite is the dies. So this is what's going to make making masculine cards fun and going to be super easy. So I don't know about you guys, but I love anything that's kind of like paper doll resemblance. So I showed you a long time ago, if you go to my YouTube channel, By the Shore Stamping, I did a video on how to make a masculine card like this, like a t-shirt card. But this one is so easy because of the dies. So this is the card that I'm going to show you today. It's really fun. It's really easy because I have the dies. And then you could totally do the other version too, but I just think this way will make making these t-shirt and suit ties and all, or suit shirts, so much easier. So, or suit cards rather. This is actually copied exactly from the catalog. I loved it so much that I wanted to show you how easy this is. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm just using Poppy Parade and Memento Black for my inks, and I'm starting with a thick Whisper White cardstock. So just FYI, our Whisper White cardstock is being changed, unfortunately, due to COVID. Our Whisper White paper mill has had to shut down. They couldn't sustain themselves, which is surprising because I would think as Stampin' Up! Demonstrators and customers, we would have kept them in business all by ourselves. But apparently they could not keep up with expenses during COVID, and so they had to shut down, which means we no longer have a Whisper White thick or regular option for now. They've sold out our current inventory, which means we don't have any more white products, including, so it's anything that's Whisper White, the note cards envelopes, the regular envelopes, the thick cardstock, the regular cardstock. So I am fortunate that I have enough in stock for the moment. I think we should hopefully get some more info about the upcoming Basic White soon. So it's just not available yet. So they didn't have a lot of notice when the paper mill went out. So they found a new replacement. It's in the works, but they're not up and running yet. So I don't have any details about when it will be available, but just know that I'm using from my stash. So if you're looking to buy Whisper White cardstock, you're going to have to wait just a little bit longer, and I'll keep you updated on that as soon as I can. All right, so let's go ahead and make our little tie shirt. And of course, you could do any pattern you wanted, right? We could totally switch it up and make it a little bit more loud if we wanted to, but I'm going to go ahead and make the same version that I did before. So I cut myself 2 pieces. So the first step is to cut the V out of this. So you could always do all of this manually, but like I said, these dies make it so easy, and you could do mix and match with all sorts of prints and patterns. A great way to use up some scraps too. So if you have scraps, this is a great set to use with that. So let me just grab my Big Shot for a second. I'm sorry, my Stampin' Cut and Emboss. Wow, that's a blast from the past. All right, I'm gonna take this out here, but this would work with your Big Shot too, so don't worry. This is just the new Stampin' Up! Cutting machine, which I love. So first up, I'm gonna cut this piece. So I cut the pattern paper for the shirt to the full front of the card. So it's 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And I'm gonna go ahead and line my V up in the middle. So this is the first cut you wanna make. And you do wanna make sure it's just slightly off the paper, otherwise it doesn't cut to the edge, which happened on my first one, which you can just use your scissors to trim the rest of it. But if you make sure it kind of just goes off the edge of the paper, it should cut it for you. And I'll show you what I mean if I mess it up, which I might have, I don't know. All right, so I'm gonna roll that through. And now, oops, see, I messed it up, but I'll show you. It's easy to fix. So see, I didn't go far enough to the edge, and so that didn't cut all the way to the edge like I wanted it to, but I'm just gonna take my scissors and we'll cut that. So again, you wanna make sure, so see that the cutting part of that die doesn't go to the very edge of this, so you actually need to kind of put it up a little bit higher so that it's almost like this, so it will cut off the edge. But if you don't, no worries. This is pretty easy to just snip. Snip, snip, and we're good. Okay, so I'm gonna save this because I use this as a little scrap piece. Totally could do some other things with that. I don't want to attach this to my card yet because we want the little tie to tuck underneath it. So if I put this, adhered this to my card, I wouldn't be able to tuck the end of the tie in there. So I'm just gonna put that aside. That's one of the pieces I need. Next up, I need the collar piece. So I'm gonna grab my Stampin' Cut and Emboss again, and we're gonna grab the collar element, and we're gonna put that down on here, and we will cut this out too. Okay, so let me just get this in here and roll that through, and then we can have the collar piece. So there's a bunch of little layering pieces to this, so you do have to do, you have to do a little bit of die cutting for this, but I think it would be really easy to just kind of set up a bunch of pieces and roll it through a bunch of times, like in a variety of different patterns, and then you're going to have all these options when you're ready to just kind of assemble. So you know what I mean? You could kind of create little baggies of these pieces, and baggies of the collar pieces, and baggies of, you know, the little V-neck piece in different patterns, like this piece in different patterns, and then you can mix and match and make some really cute cards. So I'm gonna grab the collar piece now. I'm gonna put this through on some Whisper White since I have this scrap piece here, and we'll roll that through again. I'm trying to do all of my die cutting first so that I can be ready to assemble. So you can see this this die is, oops, that moved, I think, is, oh, no, it didn't, is super useful. It's going to make your life so much easier for all the little bits and pieces. Like I said, I did this the manual way on my YouTube channel like years and years ago, and it's cute, but this is way faster. All right, even though you have to do a lot of die cutting. I'm gonna put this out of the way because I'm done with the bigger one. I think I'm gonna use my little one for the other stuff. All right, so I have my V-neck piece, I have my collar, I have this collar, the suit jacket collar. I already pre-did the little pocket piece here, and then I also did the buttons because they come 6 at a time. Look how cute this is. Let me just show you. So in case you missed it, here's the little button die, so it cuts out 6 at once. So I had some left over from when I did that before, so I'm just going to use those. All right, so what I need to do now is I need to stamp my tie. So I'm going to take the stamp set. I'm actually going to do it twice because I did this one, the polka dot one, as the tie itself, but I used the other pattern for the handkerchief that's poking out. So I'll show you how I did that too. So let's go ahead and grab 2 of those, and I'm also going to grab the birthday stamp because that's what I put inside. So let's just go ahead. I think I cleaned that, but let's not stamp on that just in case I didn't. there's that. And I'm going to put this on. So I do have another prize today, so feel free to comment on this video in the next 24 hours and I will enter you to win that. I'm going to do the drawing from yesterday at the end today, so stick around for that. And then of course if you share the video today or within the next 24 hours, I will enter you twice to win today's prize, and I'll show you what today's prize is in a moment. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and take my Poppy Parade ink. So I'm doing Poppy Parade on Poppy Parade cardstock. So I'm just going to ink up this whole thing. And I'm going to stamp it kind of off to the side. Okay. And then I'm going to use the lined one. And I'm actually going to stamp just the end of it twice. So remember, this is for our handkerchief that's coming out of his pocket. So I'm going to stamp it once there. And once there, like that. That should be more than enough. I'm going to close this ink pad so we don't have any accidents. I'll grab my mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss. This thing is so cute. This one is not quite yet available for customers to order, but it should be available, I believe, beginning in January with the new catalog. So you can get your hands on this soon too. So cute. I love the small little size, especially when I'm doing videos because it's perfect. All right, I'm going to grab the little tie here and we'll line this up like so. Again, our cutting plate is not ready yet for this guy. So you can use, I probably should have flipped this over because it's a little bit warped. But I'm going to carefully position that down, hold it in place, and then roll it through, and it's fine. Once it catches in there, it holds it in place. So it's just getting it to sit still while you get it into the machine. So, but you can use washi tape or anything like that too to hold it in place while you get it rolling until our magnetic plate is ready. I'm going to push this up pretty high because I just want the end of it. So I'm going to lay that here. And actually, like I said, this is getting warped, so it's kind of sitting on a curve, so I'm going to flip it over. That will make it sit a little bit flatter, and now it won't curve up on me. All right, so like that, and it's easier to get it to stay where I want it, in theory. I might have to use some washi on the edge here. It doesn't have to be exact, though, either, so it's fine. Let's see, like that. That looks good. I think it moved, but it's fine. Okay. How do I determine need versus wants? Yeah, that's a tricky one. I always try to think about what projects I need first. So I actually just did my third order, if I'm being truthful. And I got some Valentine stuff because I forgot to order that stuff in the original orders that I did. So I just bought a bunch of Valentine stuff because I need to do some Valentine cards for my team. So I'll tell you guys a little secret. I always do cards for my team for the holiday and whatnot. That was way off. And this year, so I send about 250 cards every year for Christmas. And this year, I ran out of time. So I was like, oh, well, I'll make, because I wanted all my team to get the same card. I didn't want to do different cards for them. So I was like, oh, I'll just make a new design for all of them. And then I'll send that later. Well, I ran out of time doing all my other cards before I could make the other card for them. And so I decided I'm going to do a Valentine card for all of my team. So they'll all get a Valentine card. So I bought, and that'll feature new product, which I thought was good too. So they'll get a new card with Valentine love instead of a holiday card. And I get to use new stuff, and they get to see new stuff. So that was my solution. So I just ordered some. I have a brand new box of it actually sitting on the floor right now that I get to go through later to see. And then actually we're going to be doing a lot of Valentine themed stuff in the next couple of days. So that will be fun. This is my last day of featuring a suite, although maybe I'll show you some other suites each day just because, like I said, there's 8 of them. I think I said 8. All right, so remember I said you don't want to tape any of this down yet because you need to be able to tuck this little, come on, can't get it off. Here we go. need to be able to tuck him under here like that. And we need to be able to put this. I feel like I got a hair right there, but it's actually like, I don't know what it is. Hopefully this covers it mostly. And then that's going to go like this. Okay. On my original one, I didn't pop this up, but I think I'm going to pop the collar up this time. All right. So first things first, let's grab my adhesive and tape this down. Yeah, it was giving me a hard time, Sandra, but I was determined to get that thing to go through because my washi tape is actually not nearby anymore. But yeah, that is a great solution for the dies when they're moving around like that one was. Let's see, I'm going to put this down like this. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and tape this down now. And I'm going to tape this flat. On the original card, I put his collar flat too, but I'm going to switch that up a little bit this time. I got to put in another order actually, because I just realized this is my last roll of adhesive. So I need to get some adhesive in stock, or I'm not going to have enough tape to show all of you my projects this week. All right, so now I'm just lining this up with the edges of my card, like so. And then for this, I'm going to go ahead and use some dimensionals on that. If I can find what I did with my dimensionals. Here we go. 1 and 2. And then we're going to tape this on top of the shirt. Excuse my head if it's in the way. I need to be able to see if it's straight. How cute. I love this. It's so fun. I'm going to put this on with dimensionals as well. So I'll grab this. I'm going to use a couple of large dimensionals here, and then I'll use a mini one down towards the bottom. If I can find those. Yep, here we go. Look at that. I love when things are right where they're supposed to be. That never happens in this craft room. All right, so of the 3 I've shown you so far this week, the snail suite, the snail mail suite, the sand and sea, and this well-suited suite, which is the one you would be most likely to get? I'd love to know. And honestly, there's one called Hydrangea Hill, which is gorgeous and perfect for me as a Cape Codder, because Cape Cod is known for hydrangeas. And then the other one I really love, the Fine Art Floral, is beautiful. So I don't know, it's like picking children. Like, it's really, really hard. That might be why I never had them. All right, this is not cooperating with me. There we go. Stay put. There we go. Oops, it's crooked, so this is now sitting funny. Come on. Work with me, work with me. Like that. Okay, there we go. I think I need to put something right there because it's poking up and I don't like it. Let me see if I straighten this out a little bit, if it will sit better. There we go. That's better. There, so there's that, right? Now I'm going to put my little pocket here, like so. So remember, I cut these little ends of the tie for this. So I'm gonna cut this down a little bit, maybe a little bit more. Like that. Driving and listening, Susan, you should not be typing. All right, I'm gonna do that. I know it's very hard to choose. Sand and sea, we got all. Yes, I love our dimensionals. And a lot of you want them all, right? I agree. It was very hard for me to pick which ones to show you because there's just so many good ones. Another good reason to consider the starter kit in January, because it's an amazing deal. You basically get 20% off, and then you get 20% off all your future orders as long as you're active. So definitely a cool thing to consider if you've got a big, long wish list like I do. All right, so mine's not really a wish list anymore because I've ordered most of it. Haha. Hee hee, that was evil. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and stick this one down first because I did not cut it out very well. It's a little crooked, but nobody will notice. And then I'll put this one on top. So you're just going to overlap these two little ties like this. Making sure my adhesive's not showing. So see, just like that. And then I'm going to use some mini dimensionals. Actually, you know what? I think I'm actually going to use the edge of this. And I'll just cut off the little pointy parts so it doesn't stick out beyond the little cutout. I probably shouldn't have used those scissors because those are not my adhesive scissors. Those are my regular cutting scissors. Bad, bad girl. All right, now I can stick this like this. Okay, cute, cute, cute. Now I just need to put some buttons on. These can be tricky. I can probably use a glue dot. I think that might work best. It might be a little too big, but it'll be easy enough to fold over. So I'm just gonna put this down. Oh, look, it's like perfect. Put that down on the glue dot and then I'll stick it there. And actually that will hold my little end there that was popping up down. And number 2. Peel that off. These are perfect glue dot size. Got cat hair in that. Okay, almost done. The last thing to do is to grab, where did I do with them? There they are, my rhinestones. And I'm going to go ahead. No, you can't use the large scissors on that. Those are my ribbon scissors, Jill. I'm going to go ahead and put this down like a little tie tack. So I can still use jewels on my die cards, see? We all know I love my jewels. All right, so there is the card. Super cute, right? Once you get all the little pieces cut out, it works perfectly. So that's awesome. Now I just wanted to use the basic black, or the memento black, I should say. And I'm gonna stamp the inside with a birthday greeting. You could totally put like a skinny little greeting on here too if you wanted to. But I'm gonna go ahead and just leave that blank and put happy birthday to you inside. Like that. And I'm actually going to go ahead and trim this down a little bit because it looks like I didn't get it perfectly lined up on the front. So we'll trim that out. I generally have, when I do pattern paper on the front, I don't usually go all the way to the edges, but you kind of need to with this shirt. How cute is that? Is that not so fun? You could totally do a little flower on the lapel. That would be adorable. There's so many ways you could kind of step these out and kind of change them up. Just by changing the pattern, it's going to give you a different pattern. You could even like kind of play with the, maybe make this a floral little pattern with polka dots, or it's so much, it's going to be so much fun. I'm going to be having a ton of fun playing with these and playing with the patterns and switching up the paper. And I bet it would be kind of fun to figure out how to do this as like kind of a girly card too. Like maybe you could make a nice collared women's shirt. I don't know. So totally fun. I'm so excited about this one. The paper is really exciting too because it's not just for men, I don't think. You can totally use it for other things too. All right, so that was today's card. Today I'm going to be giving away, well, not today, tomorrow I'll be giving away the Sand and Sea Seaside Shells stickers from the Sand and Sea collection that I showed you yesterday. So just make sure you comment on today's video within the next 24 hours. I'll give this away tomorrow at 2 p.m. And then if you share today's video on your timeline or in a group or what have you, then you'll get 2 entries for tomorrow. I do already have a big old bin of tickets from all of you that commented yesterday. That was for these really cute snail mail twine combo, so I'm going to give that away today. So I'm going to pull a drawing winner now. But just some quick reminders. So I still have the Fill the Tote promotion going on until tomorrow. So if you place an order in my online store, you'll automatically get entered. And actually, I'm giving all of you my free shipping offer that I gave to my customers in my holiday cards. So if you would like to place an order from the holiday catalog that's retiring, or the clearance rack, or the year-end close-out sale, you can do that through tomorrow. Remember, this is all stuff that's going to be retiring and going away, so you can check online. I'll post the link in the description of the video, but you can kind of check the what's happening now link, and it will show you all the holiday stuff and the retiring product. But this stuff will be going away, so I wanted to give you free shipping on that, so you just have to email me the order at jenpitta@comcast.net, and then I will also enter you to win the tote, which I'll show you what's in there again. I added some more stuff yesterday because we had 5 orders yesterday, so I'm going to go ahead and I added 2 things yesterday. All right, so our winner for the snail mail trim is Pamela Ritter. Awesome, Pamela. I'm so excited about that. You've been following me for quite a while and been sharing the love, so I appreciate it. I'm going to go ahead and stick this on here. Go ahead and message me your mailing address, and I will get that out to you ASAP. Maybe with a little card, of course. All right, so that was for today. Don't forget to comment and share for tomorrow. Let's go ahead and take a look at what I added into the tote yesterday. So because we had 5 orders, in addition to, I forget what was yesterday's thing. I think it was, I don't remember. Oh, I think it was the cooler. This got added yesterday, which was my little branded By the Shore Stampin' cooler. And then I added the twine as well because we had 5 orders in one day yesterday. And then today I added the Back on Your Feet stamp set to the tote. So if you didn't join us yesterday, the Fill the Tote challenges every day since December 8th, I've been adding something new to it. So we actually have, let me see, let me do a quick little countdown for you. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 stamp sets in here. We have some festive sheets. We have 2 6x6 packs of paper. We have a bunch of embellishments. I see 3 embellishments. We have a bunch of tape. So we have dimensionals, the black dimensionals. We have tear and tape. We have the classic ink collection. I have the basic black marker. We have a bunch of embellishments. So we have jingle bells, beaded pearls, glitter stars. We also have whisper white baker's twine and linen thread. I have a Wink Stella. I have the Label Me Fancy punch and the exclusive little glamour case that I got on an incentive trip. So this is kind of like a makeup case or a pen case in the old pattern that we had last year for our spring catalog. It's that perennial patterns one, really pretty. So that's what's in the bag right now, and of course you get the reusable tote as well. So reminder, to be entered to get that goodie bag, all you need to do is place an order before, I would actually try and do it before 2 o'clock tomorrow, because after my Facebook Live, I'll probably do the live drawing like late afternoon, because I'm going to be checking out for New Year's Eve. So we'll be just doing a little fun night at home, but I don't really want to be working tomorrow night. So probably get your order in by 2 o'clock tomorrow to be entered. Of course, anybody that orders with me will be getting a cute little card kit in their thank you card, which is, this is just a sample one. I have a bunch of them, so there'll be different bits and pieces in there, and that will go in your thank you card. And then of course you'll get entered in for the drawing as well. So of course, if I hit 5 orders today, something else will go in here in addition to that stamp set I added today. And then of course we'll be adding one more thing tomorrow, and I'll tell you tomorrow's is a bundle, so they're getting a whole bundle put into the kit tomorrow as well. So this was all just kind of support my, or to build excitement around me reaching my 400,000 milestone. Almost. We're almost there. So I don't think I'll make it before tomorrow, the end of the day tomorrow, but we're getting really close. So I'm excited. Anyway, I think that's it for today. Thanks so much for watching. If you want a recap of our cards so far this week, this was today's, of course. This was yesterday's. And somewhere here, this was day 1. This, you snailed it. So my favorite suite was the snail suite, the snail mail followed very closely by this seashell one, and then the well-suited. So those were my 3 favorite suites so far. That sometimes changes once I start playing with them. We'll see how that goes. But tomorrow I'm going to do some Valentine stuff for you. So I hope you'll join me again. And again, it'll be 2 o'clock tomorrow. And again on Friday, 2 p.m. Eastern. So thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to comment so you get entered into the drawing for today. And then I will chat with you all real soon. Thanks so much. Bye for now.